Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching on Old Holonet News, the only news you'll ever need because, well, you have no other choice. Can I just say something real quick? Yes, 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 yes! It's finally here. This is, I guess, officially a playable Grogu inside of Star Wars Galaxy's IG-12, and Grogu is coming to the holotables very shortly. This Thursday, we'll be testing out Grogu through all his paces. Extremely excited about it. I've been kind of on edge waiting for this character to finally come to Galaxy Viewers, and hopefully you guys are just as excited as well. Come on over. Let me show you everything we got cooking for IG-12 and Grogu. I'm going to nitpick one thing, and that's the tags. I think there's one more tag they could have thrown in there, but they purposely avoided a possible Cal Kestis situation where Rey would have stolen him from his ideal purpose. As we already know, this is one of the requirements building up to Bo-Katan Mandalore being required at Relic 7, coming out this Thursday for the character of Grogu in IG-12, not the brand new Bo-Katan unit. Basically, what we're looking at here is kind of a hybrid, I would say, of like Hermit Yoda IG-12 and maybe some C-3PO control, because this is going to be a pacifist unit, which means no combat related stuff, and he will evade or escape from battle when he's the last one standing. So now we can create like the ultimate team of Wat Tambor, C-3PO, Hermit Yoda, and here's our fifth member right here. Really excited to talk about IG-12 and Grogu. Here are the tags we're talking about: light side, healer, Mandalorian, but there's two more tags I think they could have thrown on: Autoline Force User and Droid. They didn't throw on the Droid one, which I think we definitely could have had the Droid one, but they probably, for balance reasons, didn't do it. But there's technically one more tag that it's not showing up here: Scoundrel, if Beskar Mando is on the field of Grogu. So a lot of fun stuff to break down. We'll come back to most of this stuff here, but basically I want to just start off right here. I guess this is our official way of actually getting a playable Grogu, because if rendered alone, as they said, to their game scale, it'll be nearly impossible to tap the target on his own. Putting him inside something larger like IG-12 helps us solve UI dilemma while delivering a fun moment from the show. So until further notice, unless Grogu grows up or something, this is going to be our playable Grogu. I mean, I'm fine with that. It makes sense from a UI standpoint. Let's go. Hop on over to the kit reveal and show you what we're cooking with here. So we definitely got to have our minds tuned for Mandalorians, is what it seems like this is going to be involved with. More importantly, Bo-Katan Mandalore, but we don't really know her kit quite yet. Basic ability. I had to smile when I read all the abilities. It made me smile. It's fun. It's the fun kit to read. Basic. No, if you don't understand the references, go watch Mandalorian Season 3 if you haven't already. Inflict healing immunity on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. Call a random other light side Mandalorian ally to assist, dealing 50% less damage. But if it's IG-12 in Grogu's turn, inflict ability block for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted, and remove the damage penalty from the assisting ally. We're going to see a lot of assists being pumped out of Grogu here, and it's really going to have that extra little flair if it's his turn. But on a normal basis, you should be calling other allies to assist. And as we've seen of Paz Vizsla is not a bad candidate to get him to assist, especially with all the true damage. We've shown a lot of fun stuff. If you've missed that, find the top right hand corner. Paz Vizsla's a lot of fun, but we need the full picture. This might get us towards the right direction. Moving on here, special numero uno. Yes! Cooldown of 2 unlocks at tier 1. Very short cooldown. This is really reminiscent of the IG-11 kit. The weakest ally and target ally dispel all debuffs on themselves and recover health equal to 30% of IG-12 and Grogu's max health. This is literally almost a 1-to-1 of IG-11. And all allies gain defense up. So another healer on the team. That's going to be great for the Bo-Katan Mandalore team. What I'm wondering something, man. I think we can assume IG-12 Grogu, Beskar Mando, they're going to move to the Bo-Katan team. Paz Vizsla. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe IG-11. We got to wait and see, really. I think realistically the team's going to be Bobo, 2 Bows, Beskar Mando, Grogu, Paz. What's going to happen if IG-11? Like, this is basically an IG-11 replacement. It's a great ability, but man, IG-11's, it's going to be kind of MIA, I think, for a little bit here. But moving on to special 2. No. Cooldown of 3. Call other target ally to assist. This could be great. I love what you did, Gary. You timed it perfectly with me. You're doing great, man. Give me a little fist bump there. All right. This right here, depending on the speed of this character, this could be a massive explosive play. So we're going to call other target ally to assist, inflict blind and daze on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. What does this almost sound like? It almost sounds like Bad Batch Echo. And as we know, I honestly don't think the Bad Batch would be nearly as good if they didn't have that explosive play where Echo was able to do a buff dispel, able to get a daze, able to get the healing immunity, and it was irresistible and it was unavoidable. However, key thing to note here, this only can't be evaded. So if there was a tenacity up or crazy high tenacity under their team, you wouldn't be able to apply these debuffs. That's going to be one of the distinctions here. However, this literally almost sounds like an Echo ability because on top of the blind, the daze, the assist, we have a dispel all buffs from all enemies and stun the target enemy for 1 turn. That sounds like a really good play. If this is gonna be a fast character, this guy's gonna open up, daze the whole team, blind the whole team, buff dispel. It literally sounds like an Echo type of play. This could be a massive deal, but we gotta wait. Speed is one of the most important things. If this is gonna be a slow character, I mean, I'm still sure it's gonna be solid, but that big opening play might not quite be the same. And I'm wondering if this might be, again, speed is gonna be important, but if we're gonna maybe run Beskar Mandalorian lead, I would love to see it. Maybe this is gonna be something of Beskar Mando lead until Bo comes. I would love to see this happen for Mando to get some good plays cooking. All right, moving on to our unique ability. Yes. Zeta Omicron, it is a territory war. Omicron, you know, take it or leave it. You guys know my opinion on that at this point. Final tech. So here is where we get that extra tag. If the Mandalorian Beskar armor is an ally at the start of the battle, IG-12 and Grogu gain the Scoundrel tag for the rest of the battle. So it kind of makes you wonder, maybe if this is just a lore thing, you know, because when they're together, they're kind of like these scoundrels, hand in hand. Or if it maybe it's a balance reason, like why couldn't they just give them the Scoundrel tag in general all the time? You know, I guess we could speculate on that, but I'm guessing it might be more of a lore reason. IG-12 and Grogu have 100% counter chance. So again, we're going to be counterattacking. As you remember, we're not going to be doing damage on this character, but he's going to be calling other folks to assist. For each light side Mandalorian ally at the start of the battle, IG-12 and Grogu gain 20% max health. This, again, kind of feels a little reminiscent of Wrecker in a way, or maybe even more specific to this team. Paz Vizsla kind of has something like this, where the more Mandalorians on the team, the more durable the character becomes. And as we know, the health side is incredibly important for Grogu because, well, you're going to recover health on the team, the weakest ally and the target ally. They recover health equal to 30% of IG-12 and Grogu's max health. So max health mods seem like it's going to be the way to go unless speed is a very important function, maybe a speed health thing. Overall, again, kind of like IG-11, you want to mod them for speed. At the start of the turn for IG-12 and Grogu, all light side Mandalorian allies recover 10% of his max health. So on top of what I just read, it's going to be passively healing the team every time IG-12 and Grogu take a turn. Now remember, speed, I keep saying the same thing, but if this is a fast character, this is a lot of health you're pumping through the team's veins just passively. If they're at full health, we got more stuff here. I'm assuming the health healing should not be too hard of an issue here. If the whole team, if your team's at full health or the character's at full health, they gain offense up and protection up instead. So even though you're topped up in health, you're still getting more benefits such as constant protection and offense up. Again, very nice for Paz Vizsla. He loves all that stuff. Whenever IG-12 and Grogu use this special ability, a random other light side Mandalorian ally assists, gaining additional effects depending on the ability used. Okay, so even more assisting again. We showcase the power of Paz Vizsla. When he's always attacking, he can like basically take on a full gas team almost. We're kind of seeing a degree of that with this right here. Assisting ally. If you're using the basic ability, yes, right? I got to double check. That's the only thing I kind of have to remember the basics, or the abilities. All right, so no. All right, so no is the basic, yes is the special. No is the second special. And yeah, all right. Are we understanding all this? Okay, so if you're using yes, which is the heal ability right here, assisting ally reduce their cooldowns by 1. I mean, do we have to explain that? That's pretty amazing. That's kind of like a passive C-3PO tech thing where you can reduce cooldowns. That's a great thing right there. No, which is our second special that has the blind and daze. So let's read what that is because I'm assuming that's the opening play. Assisting ally deals 20% more damage and assist. Again, this almost screams please, Paz Vizsla, please wreck this team for me. That's the only thing I can imagine right there. Unless, again, Bo-Katan Mandalore might have something amazing that might change our mind. But as of now, it sounds like Paz Vizsla is the target candidate here. And here's where we have that C-3PO, Hermit Yoda, you know, Wat Tambor, C-3PO type of thing. If there are no other allied combatants at the start of the turn, IG-12 escapes from battle. He can't do any damage. It makes me wonder, you know, because if you think about it, Tusken Chieftain's kind of a pacifist unit as well. But for some reason, he doesn't escape from battle. You know, but it's kind of strategic because sometimes he could time you out if he's just got crazy amount of defense and momentum on him. But I digress. Let's look at this territory war Omicron. The first time each light side Mandalorian ally loses all protection, IG-12 gains a bonus turn, and the cooldown of no is reset. Call an additional other ally whenever IG-12 uses this special ability, and they gain additional effect depending on the ability used. So here on the ability, yes, you're going to deal 10% more damage and recover 20% protection on top of the cooldown reduction there. And then no. Assisting ally gains critical damage up for 2 turns. And again, it sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity for Paz Vizsla here. Overall, this looks like a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot, you know, it's one thing how the kit reads. We need to wait for the stats, and then of course we need to see the execution on it. I don't know if we're going to see anything mind-blowing just yet out of this team. It's a step in the right direction, make light side Mandalorians a bit more feasible. Right now, the status quo with the light side Mandalorians in our community is that they're not that great right now. They're kind of maybe a C tier-ish team at the moment or lower, but hopefully this elevates us to a new direction, more cleansing, more healing, big opening play of dazes, more assisting capabilities, cooldown reductions. I don't know, man. You know, when you take a look at all the toys that we currently have inside of our Mandalorian repertoire, it only gets me excited for more things to come here. So keep in mind, there's still one more requirement that we've yet to see, Keller and Beck, which I'm guessing we'll probably see in the next 2 or 3 weeks at this time, and then Bo-Katan Mandalore, which now it's seeing that they're kind of taking the rest of this year a little bit slower. Seems like, I'm guessing, maybe more towards the end of November. December seems more likely if we're going to follow the pacing of Starkiller as well as Dr. Aphra. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. A lot of good stuff cooking in here, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know how you're feeling down below in the comments. We'll be back on Thursday, putting Grogu and IG-12 through their full paces. But until then, please, always remember, yes, and of course, yes. I'll see you later.
Oh, it's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.